You stand before the relic. It looms over the clearing like a giant's ring. The metal is cold and dark. It seems to absorb the sunlight around it. You adjust the strap of your backpack. You really should have packed more snacks. The brochure promised a scenic view. It did not mention the ominous humming sound. That sound vibrates right through your boots. It feels like the ground is purring. Dust motes float upward against gravity. They dance in invisible currents. You check your watch out of habit. The hands are spinning wildly. That is probably not a good sign. But you are a tourist here. You paid for the full experience. The air smells sharp like ozone. It tastes like a thunderstorm is brewing. You step closer to the edge. The center of the ring flickers. A spark of blue light appears. It swirls and grows larger. The humming gets louder now. It is almost a roar. You feel the hair on your arms stand up. This is it. The gateway to tomorrow is opening. You take a deep breath. You hope your travel insurance covers time loops. The portal stabilizes into a shimmering sheet. It looks like liquid glass. You can see shapes moving on the other side. They are blurry and indistinct, but they are definitely there. Your heart hammers against your ribs. Adrenaline floods your system. You are about to jump beyond time. Most people go to the beach. You had to pick the ancient alien portal. Classic you. The light pulses an invitation. It is now or never. You tighten your grip on your bag. You take one last look at the familiar trees. Then you step into the light. The world dissolves instantly. Gravity loses its hold on you. You feel weightless and heavy at the same time. It is not a pleasant sensation. Colors streak past your eyes. They are colors you cannot name. Whispers brush against your mind. They sound like 1,000 voices talking at once. You try to catch the words. They slip away like water. You sense the weight of history, but it is history that has not happened yet. Futures unborn press against your skin. It feels like walking through thick fog. You push forward against the pressure. The whispers urge you on. They sound eager, maybe even desperate. You wonder if this was a mistake, but there is no turning back now. A tunnel of light stretches endlessly. Time has no meaning here. Seconds feel like hours. Hours feel like heartbeats. You focus on your breathing. In and out. Keep it steady. A sudden jolt shakes you. The ride is getting bumpy. You tumble through the kaleidoscope. Sensations overload your brain. You smell burning cinnamon. You hear the crash of waves. You feel the warmth of a sun. Then it all stops. The motion ceases abruptly. You stumble forward. Solid ground meets your feet. You nearly fall over. You catch your balance just in time. The dizziness starts to fade. You open your eyes. The light is soft and violet here. You have arrived. You stand on a high platform. The wind is cool and dry. You look out at the horizon. Your jaw drops. This is not a beach resort. Towering spires pierce the purple sky. They shimmer like polished pearl. Bridges of light connect the towers. Vehicles zip along them silently. They look like streaks of quicksilver. Below you lies a sprawling city. It glows with a gentle luminescence. This is the Starborn City. It is beautiful and terrifying. You walk to the edge of the platform. You look down. It is a very long drop. Citizens move through the streets below. They look small from this height. They do not notice you. They gaze skyward with purpose. They seem to be waiting for something. The atmosphere is tense. You can feel it in the air. It is the calm before a storm. You check your pockets. Your phone is dead. Of course it is. Roaming charges would be murder anyway. You look at the architecture. It defies gravity and logic. Curves flow into sharp angles. The materials look grown rather than built. It is alien, yet elegant. You feel very out of place. You are wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Everyone else wears flowing robes. You stick out like a sore thumb, but you are here to explore. You start walking toward the nearest spire. Maybe they have a visitor center, or at least a map. The ground feels smooth under your shoes. It pulses faintly with light. Everything here seems alive. You wonder what year this is, or what planet. The brochure was vague on details. It just said tomorrow. That covers a lot of ground. You reach a large balcony. A figure stands there waiting. They are draped in a heavy cloak. The fabric ripples without wind. You hesitate for a moment. The figure turns to face you. You cannot see their face yet. A hood shadows their features. They raise a hand in greeting. It is a human gesture. That is a relief. Come closer, a voice says. It sounds like crunching gravel. You walk forward slowly. The figure lowers the hood. Their face is lined with age, but their eyes are bright. They shine with the light of galaxies. This is the curator. They look at you with recognition. You are late, they say. You apologize instinctively. Traffic was terrible in the vortex. The curator allows a small smile. It cracks the stern facade. We have little time, they say. They gesture to the city below. The storm approaches. You look where they point. Dark clouds gather on the horizon. They do not look like rain clouds. They look like bruises on the sky. I have stories to tell, the curator says. Stories of what was lost. They lean against the railing. And stories of what must be saved. You listen intently. You love a good story, especially when the world is ending. The curator speaks of ancient wars, of stars that burned out too soon. They speak of a great mistake. A door was left open, and now something is coming through. You realize they are talking about the gate, the one you just used. Oops, you decide not to mention that part yet. The curator turns to a pedestal. A small box rests there. It is made of the same dark metal. Take this, the curator commands. You reach out cautiously. The box is warm to the touch. It feels like holding a cup of tea. A soft glow pulses from within. It beats in rhythm with your pulse. Thump, thump, thump. This is the relic of hope, they say. A bit dramatic, but okay. It contains the seed of tomorrow. You hold it with both hands. It is heavier than it looks. Guard it with your life, they add. No pressure. You nod solemnly. What do I do with it, you ask? You will know, the curator replies. That is helpful. Extremely helpful. You put the box in your bag, it glows through the canvas. You hope it is not radioactive. You really do not need superpowers or radiation sickness. You just wanted a vacation. The curator looks at you. You are the traveler, they say, the one who bridges the gap. You stand a little taller. It sounds important. You like feeling important, even if you have no idea why. The pulse of the relic speeds up. It senses something. You look back at the horizon. The dark clouds are moving closer. Lightning forks through the purple sky. It's green and jagged. The wind picks up speed. It howls through the spires. The curator grabs your shoulder. Go now, they urge, before the path closes. You nod and turn to run. You have a job to do, whatever that job actually is. The ground beneath you trembles. It is a subtle vibration at first. Then it becomes a violent shake. You grab a railing for support. Cracks spider across the stone floor. They glow with an angry red light. The city alarms start to wail. It is a piercing, mournful sound. You look toward the city center. The peaceful scene is gone. People are running in panic. Vehicles swerve and crash. A vortex of light yawns open. It tears through the fabric of the sky. It swallows the distant stars. Blackness spills out like ink. It is a rift in reality, and it is getting bigger. Run, the curator shouts. You do not need to be told twice. You sprint down the ramp. The relic bumps against your back. The ground heaves upward. You stumble but keep moving. Debris falls from the towers above. Chunks of pearl smash into the street. Dust clouds billow out. You cough and cover your face. The noise is deafening. It sounds like the sky is tearing. You need to find shelter. You spot a large archway ahead. It looks sturdy enough. You dive under it. The ground shakes again, harder this time. You look back at the rift. It is consuming the light. Everything it touches turns gray. The color is drained away. It is terrifying to watch. You clutch your bag tight. The relic is your only hope. You have to keep it safe. You are the delivery service now. 5 stars or bust. You push deeper into the building. The doors slam shut behind you. Silence falls like a heavy blanket. The chaos outside is muffled. You are in a long hallway. Panels of light line the walls. A flicker in random patterns. You step forward cautiously. A barrier blocks your path. It is a field of shimmering energy. You cannot walk through it. You look at the wall panels. They are not random. They are a puzzle. The curator mentioned a trial. This must be it. A trial of minds. You hate puzzles. You prefer crosswords. But you have to solve this. You study the sequence of whites. Blue, amber, violet. Then it repeats. Blue, amber, violet. There is a console nearby. It has colored buttons. You press blue. A chime sounds. So far, so good. You press amber. Another chime. You press violet. The barrier flickers, but it does not fall. You missed something. You look at the pattern again. There is a pause, then a flash of white. It was barely visible. Sneaky. You try the sequence again. Blue, amber, violet, white. The console hums. The barrier dissolves into mist. You let out a breath. You are smarter than you look. A deeper layer unlocks. The hallway extends further. You walk through the open gate. New lights appear ahead. More puzzles await. Of course there are more. There are always more levels. You emerge into a vast courtyard. Mist swirls around your ankles. Shadows materialize from the fog. They take the shape of soldiers. Armor clanks in a silent march. They block your exit. You freeze in your tracks. This does not look good. Their armor is dark and scarred. It has seen many battles. A figure steps to the front. He is taller than the rest. He removes his helmet. His face is stern and weathered. This is the commander, Elder Ones. He stares right through you. His eyes are like cold steel. Halt, he commands. His voice echoes in the courtyard. You stop immediately. You raise your hands. I come in peace, you say. Classic line. Hope it works. Elder One steps closer. He looks at your bag. He senses the relic. You carry the burden, he says. It is not a question. I guess so, you reply. The soldiers tighten their grip on weapons. They look ready to strike. You need to de-escalate this. Fast. The curator sent me, you say. The name has power. The soldiers hesitate. Elder Ones narrows his eyes. The curator is wise, he admits. But you are a stranger. I am a tourist, you correct. Just passing through. He studies your face. He is looking for fear. Or maybe deceit. You try to look honest. And brave. Mostly brave. The relic pulses against your back. It glows brighter now. The light spills out. It touches the soldiers. They lower their weapons. The light feels soothing. Elder Ones nods slowly. The light knows you. He says, pass. You let out a sigh of relief. That could have gone poorly. We need help, you say. You point to the sky. The rift is getting worse. Elder Ones looks up. He sees the consuming darkness. We cannot fight that alone, he says. We need the nomads. You remember the stories. Wanderers of the stars. Where are they, you ask. He points to the north. They wait in the nebula. Then we call them, you say. You take out the relic. You hold it high. It acts like a beacon. A beam of light shoots up. It pierces the purple clouds. It signals the void. You wait. Seconds pass. Nothing happens. Did it work? Then you see them. Ships arc like silver comets. They descend from the clouds. They are sleek and fast. Hundreds of them. They land in the courtyard. Hatches open up. Figures in flight suits emerge. They clasp arms with the soldiers. An accord of allies. You forge this. Well, you in the shiny box. But mostly you. Elder Ones claps you on the shoulder. It nearly knocks you over. You have done well, he says. Now the real fight begins. Great. More fighting. Just what you wanted. You watch the armies unite. Soldiers and nomads together. It is an impressive sight. You feel a surge of hope. Maybe you can save tomorrow. You zip up your jacket. Let's do this, you say. The ground shakes violently now. The rift has breached the city. Raw energy spills out. It flows like liquid fire. It burns everything it touches. Buildings crumble into dust, and noise is a constant roar. You can feel it in your teeth. The vortex expands rapidly. It wants to swallow the world. The Allied forces move out. Ships take to the sky. They fire beams of pure light. They aim for the rift's edge. Soldiers form a perimeter. They hold back the shadows. Shadow creatures crawl from the pit. They look like nightmares. You stay behind the line. You have the relic. You are the target. You feel eternity ripple through your bones. It is a strange sensation, like vibrating at a different frequency. The relic is getting hot. It wants to be released. You run toward the center. Elder Ones covers you. He fires a heavy weapon. It blasts a path clear. Go, he shouts. You sprint across the broken plaza. The wind tries to push you back. Debris flies past your head. You dodge a falling pillar. That was close. Too close. You reach the edge of the breach. The energy is intense here. It makes your skin tingle. You look into the abyss. It goes on forever. You see stars dying inside. You see worlds ending. You have to stop this. You raise the relic. Close, you scream. You do not know if it works by voice, but it feels right. The relic flares up. A blinding white light erupts. It pushes against the darkness. The two forces collide. The shockwave knocks you down. You scramble back up. You have to hold your ground. You step onto the thin line, the edge between now and then. The world blurs around you. Colors melt into one. You are outside of time. You see the battle frozen. The ships hang in the air. The explosions are still. Only you can move. And the relic. You walk along the edge. It is a narrow path. One slip and you are gone, erased from existence. You focus on your feet, one step at a time. You see versions of yourself, past versions, future versions. One is eating a sandwich. One is fighting a dragon. One is sleeping. You envy the sleeping one. You shake your head, focus. You reach the center point. This is the heart of the rift, the source of the tear. It looks like a jagged wound. The relic pulses violently. It is trying to heal the wound, but it needs a key. You look around. Symbols float in the void. They are ancient ciphers. They look familiar. They match the puzzle codes. Blue, amber, violet, white. But there is more. New symbols appear. Gold, silver, black. You have to decode it. Fast. Time is starting to unfreeze. The battle noise returns. Slowly at first, then louder. You study the floating runes. They are a language of light. You understand them intuitively. The relic translates for you. It whispers the answer. You speak the words aloud. They vibrate in the void. The symbols glow bright. They align in a circle. A lock clicks shut. The rift shudders. It is working. A hidden code glows on stone. It is the return cipher. The final key to the door. You read the glyphs. They tell a story of balance. To close a door, one must open. To take, one must give. It is a logic puzzle, and a moral one. You input the sequence. The rift begins to shrink. The darkness retreats, but it fights back. Tendrils of shadow lash out. They grab the edge of reality. They refuse to let go. The cipher flashes red. Error. Insufficient energy. You stare at the code. It needs more power. More than the relic has. You look at your allies. They are fighting hard, but they are losing ground. The ships are falling. The soldiers are overwhelmed. You need a spark, a massive surge of energy. You look at the ships above. One ship breaks formation. It dives toward you. It is blazing with blue fire. The pilot is overloading the core. You realize what they are doing. They are the battery. No, you shout, but they cannot hear you. The ship screams past you. It aims for the center of the cipher. It is a suicide run, a brave sacrifice. The pilot salutes you. You see their face for a second. They are smiling. They are at peace. The ship strikes the code. A massive explosion follows, silent and blinding. Pure energy floods the system. The cipher turns green. Accepted. The rift screams in defeat. It collapses in on itself. The shadows are pulled in. The darkness vanishes. The wound is cauterized. The companion offered themselves. Their bravery steadies the cosmos. The trembling stops. The world stabilizes. You fall to your knees. You are exhausted, physically and emotionally. The silence returns, but it is a heavy silence. The cost was high. You look at the spot where the ship vanished. There is nothing left, just a shimmer of heat. Elder, one approaches you. He removes his helmet. He bows his head. A warrior's end, he says. His voice is soft. They saved us all. You nod slowly. You feel tears prick your eyes. You did not know their name, but you will never forget them. The nomads land their ships. They mourn their fallen kin. It is a solemn moment, but there is hope too. The city is safe. The sky is clearing. The purple dusk returns. It looks more beautiful now, more precious, because it was almost lost. The curator walks to you. They place a hand on your shoulder. Sacrifice is the price of dawn, they say. We will remember. You stand up. Your legs are shaky, but you stand. You clutch the relic. Its light is dim now. It is resting, like you want to. But the work is done. The rift is sealed forever. You save tomorrow. Not bad for a tourist. You wipe your face. What now, you ask. The curator points to the horizon. The sun is rising. A new day begins. Literally, the portal steadies behind you. It is a doorway again, not a threat. It leads to uncharted realms. You inhale deeply. The air smells of rain, and promise, untold adventures await. You could go home now, back to your boring life, back to bills and traffic. You look at the portal. Then you look at the city. The spires gleam in the morning light. There is so much more to see. You have a pass, a VIP ticket to the universe. Elder Ones offers a hand. Will you stay? He asks. There is a feast tonight. And stories, the curator adds. You hesitate. You do miss pizza, but alien feasts sound good. Maybe they have space pizza. You smile. I can stay a while, you say. Just for the food. They laugh. It is a good sound. You adjust your backpack. You feel lighter. The burden is gone. Only the journey remains. You look at the horizon. New worlds are out there, waiting for you. You are ready. You are the traveler, the one who bridges worlds. You step forward, toward the new horizon. You walk forward. The stars guide each footfall. The ground is firm. Your path is clear. The story continues. Beyond what eyes can see, you are no longer just a tourist. You are a part of this place, a legend in the making. People will tell stories about you. The stranger with the backpack, who saved the world. It has a nice ring to it. You wonder what lies ahead. More monsters? More puzzles? Hopefully more snacks. You check your bag. Empty wrapper. Tragic. But you have friends now, and a purpose. The universe is vast. It is full of wonders, and you want to see them all. You look up at the sky. It is endless, just like your voyage. You take another step, and another, into the unknown, into the future. Because tomorrow is a big place, and you have only just arrived. The humming of the city fades. The wind carries your name. You are the traveler, and your journey never ends. Endless voyage, infinite possibilities. You smile at the stars, and they wink back.